carrying a red bag and mistakenly assumed he was a rival gang member.
What? You got all of the guts. I ain't gonna lie, gang. You might have the biggest balls, but you sound like you Ed, and Eddie. Like, you sound slow.
I am the stone that the builder refused. I am the visual, the inspiration.
More Abdul up next. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Yes, Sirski. Everybody, like the video before we even get started. Welcome back. You know what I'm saying? And today we got the youngest sentences of all time. Now, a sentence is crazy. Young death sentence. What could a 14-year-old really have done to make you feel like they should go to jail for the rest of their life? Or right then and there. If a 15-year-old did me so dirty to where I'm like, no, he has to. What could have like a kid have done to say, you know what, he gotta die right now? Only about 3 things for me. You gotta either beat me in Fortnite, take my girl who's a grown woman and you're a kid, you gotta right then and there. That's my wife. She 24. What the hell? Third, skip a Lil Uzi Vert song on the aux in front of me. Those 3 things, okay, he might have to right then and there. That's valid. But what else was it that he did? The little beat me in some Beyblades, I feel like he has to lose it right then and there. I'm that type of guy. These little they be playing too much. They be playing so many video games, they think they can respawn in real life. If you play with me, I'm gonna whoop your little. And just want you to let y'all know, this chair is going to break this. This chair is going to break this video. This ain't even a chair no more. This a goddamn roller coaster sheet. I don't know how my chair got like this, bro. It must be from all this ass. BBL duel. BBL duel.
I know as a judge I'm not supposed to show emotion. But in 22 years I never have. This is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
It is therefore ordered that you shall be put to by electrocution.
Electrocution?
Can I please have a bubble before I go?
Oh, that's messed up.
I love you.
What the hell could she have done? She don't look like she heard a fly, and y'all said she has to die? Come on, man. They ain't say that of Jeffrey Dahmer, though.
This is 19-year-old Christa Pike, seen here in a Tennessee court. Pike is facing charges for Pike's madness started in January 1995 when she lured 19-year-old Colleen Slemmer out of her dormitory and into the woods. Pike was jealous of Slemmer and erroneously thought that she wanted to steal her boyfriend. For this, Pike corroborated with her boyfriend, 17-year-old Tadaril Ship, and her friend, 18-year-old Shadola Peterson. Together, she and her boyfriend assaulted and tortured Slemmer, while Peterson acted as a lookout.
Oh, wow. Could I have been mistaken? Yeah, you need to go on. Yeah, go on. Yeah, I got a question. I got a question for King Von. Yeah, I'll give you some questions to take with King Von. What? You really for that D? Y'all for that D? Christa, you a country. Can I hug my mom? You country. Y'all dying for the D in the country? It's crazy because when I first seen her, I thought she wouldn't hurt a fly. She deserves to. This is a rightful death sentence. This Christa, you for this Christa. Come on, bro. He looked like he bite people, bro. Then y'all all ran a whole play. Nobody thought about this and like, yo, Peterson, you're the lookout. You ain't said, maybe this is a bad idea.
And hit Slemmer until she stopped breathing.
An autopsy confirmed she was slashed repeatedly with a meat cleaver and some other small cutting device, perhaps a razor blade or box opener. Authorities say she was then beaten over the head with a large chunk of asphalt from this pile.
God damn! Where did she learn that from? Her ancestors. I knew it, bro. She had that 1960s Three Little Piggies haircut, that Little Red Riding Hood haircut, bro. I knew it, bro. I promise you, there is nobody that wanted your relationship that bad where you felt like you should end their life about it. Right then and there? Damn. You stupid.
Boyfriend then took turns carving a pentagram across her chest.
What?
A massive circle with a star, upside down star called a pentagram in it. If you don't know what pentagram, that's the upside down star in a circle, and it represents the goat head of Satan.
Gotta repent? I'm repenting.
I thought they just were scared at first from the jump as a platform, but we got up there, everything changed.
There was a picture that was cut on her chest. Who did that?
I didn't have that.
All right, don't tell me what it was.
It was satanic stuff.
She then took a peek.
Y'all freak out. Bro, y'all having too much time in y'all hand. Y'all carving. Y'all got like class. This is at school, dorm. You're learning. Y'all doing all of this. That's why you're failing. You ain't dumb. You just got too much time invested into dumb. So not only are you dumb, you're demonic. You gotta pick a struggle. You can't be dumb and demonic. You know you going to hell. You know it. I'll cry too, all them demonic games.
She then took a piece of her skull as a trophy.
What?
She had a piece of the skull wrapped up in a napkin in her coat pocket.
What? This is a demon? Demon?
That's a trophy to show that that piece she had fit exactly as a piece of puzzle in the skull.
The group then went back to their dormitory, but the next day, her body was found and police swarmed the area. Following investigations, the teenagers were arrested. With everyone panicking about the murder and the pentagram on Slemmer, the police had to address the media.
It did not involve a university student. It did not occur on the bike trail. It was not a random or a stranger-to-stranger incident. The motive of the crime appears to be a love triangle. It appears that both of the females involved had been involved with the 17-year-old male.
But it wasn't a love triangle. Slemmer was not interested in Pike's boyfriend.
That's how it always be. Just look at the different girls. Do you see a difference when you look at one of them? One look like they work in Hot Topic. One look like they work on a barn. Christa, you look demonic. You just wanted to find somebody to do that to. She probably had that kink. You was a David type. David, don't let me find out this is the reason why Celeste ain't alive. You got your girl took by a 14-year-old. David, don't let me.
Of triangle, Slemmer was not interested in Pike's boyfriend. According to reports, Pike was just jealous. She readily admitted to luring Slemmer out to deal with her.
I wanted to get her off campus, and I had every intention of fighting her.
She revealed more grisly details of the crime.
When they're talking to you and you have to see another person. Right. And I told her, shut up. And she was still breathing. I said, Colleen, do you know who's doing this to you? And she was just going, just talking like that. But I don't know what she was saying.
During her trial, the defense...
Yeah, she had. This is justified. I don't care how old you are. We can't let nobody with a brain like this roam free again. If your brain is moving like this, let me know so I can snitch on you. If your brain cells operate on the same capacity as her, let me know so I can snitch on you. Even her explaining it, she knows she wrong. You can't justify this. Choose your last meal. Get you some cheesecake. That'd be my last meal. Something with cheesecake.
The defense pointed out that she had a rough and abusive childhood, and that must have influenced her actions. But Pike herself noted that she knew what she was doing.
I knew exactly what I was doing. Everything that I did that night, I knew what I was doing. And I think I was taking things out on her that had happened to me years ago.
In the end, Pike was found guilty on all counts and handed the penalty.
It is therefore ordered that you shall be put to by electrocution in the mode prescribed by law, and that you shall be transferred to the custody of the warden at the Tennessee Prison for Women. And further, on the 12th day of January 1997, your body shall be subjected to shock by a sufficient current of electricity. May God have mercy upon you.
She couldn't stop her tears after she left the court.
Mr. Bates, take Mr. Pike into the doctor.
Can I please have my mom before I go?
Mr. Bates, please hold Miss Pike in the dock.
Please, let me just love my mom.
Please hold Miss Pike in the dock.
Oh, I love you. I love you too. I love you too.
Pike's boyfriend, the man she supposedly...
Oh! Hell no! I got something for your ass. 1 second, Tadaro. This name is Tadaro. Your name is Tadaro? Okay, I've seen enough. But before I get to Tadaro's ass, it was actually kind of sad the fact that they ain't even let her hug her mom. This whole system, this is why you just can't do crime. Cause it all just seems messed up. I'm really like, damn, you really not gonna let her hug her mom? But then you got to think about what she did. Do she really deserve to? Okay, watching the fact that, like, looking at her and you're like, damn, you really about to soon. Like, that's messed up. I could only imagine the pressure, bro. Imagine you get sentenced to the penalty. And you just like, yeah, I'm probably about to go in a week, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm about to in a week. That's crazy. It feels bad for that, but that's why you gotta just be a good person, man, for your sake, not for other people's sake, because you'll be risking your life for somebody you didn't like. Think about that. If you really don't, this crash out advice for anybody who's thinking about crashing out. Bro, if you really don't like that person, why would you put yourself in a position to where your whole life is ruined because of that person? You don't want nothing to do with them. Anybody who beefing with somebody, you crushing on who you beefing with. Because if you really don't like somebody, you'll just never speak to them. Because that's how you really never have a run around with them. Or you never had beef with somebody before, and then you gonna learn this time around after your first beef, it's better to just not say nothing. What I look like never being able to see a woman again for the rest of my life because of a guy. And look at this bum ass dude. This ass look like a 1700s reverend. You look like you about to call people in to give them a speech at the Ebenezer. The hell? You like Martin Luther King, little brother. Marthaniel. Like, what the hell? Am I looking at a 1700s textbook?
Boyfriend, the man she supposedly went through.
I'm just saying, bro, this don't look like the type of guy that anybody should, you know, go to jail for. All right, go to jail for a duel. I mean, that's Abdul up next. It makes sense. Tadaro?
You gotta go. Through all this for, was sentenced to a life sentence with the possibility of parole after 25 years. Peterson was handed a 6-year probation. Pike is still on row.
Christa Pike has tried on 3 separate occasions on both state and federal levels to get off of row, but they've all failed. That's not stopping her and her legal team from giving it another try. Colleen's family says more than 25 years later, they're still looking for closure.
Just when you thought you'd seen it all, another convict surpasses Christa Pike's wild behavior.
Damn. You damn right. You damn right. 25 years later, now she got the hell? You took my child from me for no reason. You got to It's either you legal way or the illegal way.
Enter 23-year-old Pedro Espinosa.
She deserves to stay in jail. Keep him there. Keep him there. Keep him there. That goof ass slick back. What the hell, that freak ass slick back, bro?
Who's in a California court on charges.
Oh, nah.
The biggest punishment they can get is the penalty, and from that day on, he can rot in hell. Thank you.
What Beetlejuice says goes.
In March 2008, 17-year-old Jamil Shah was fatally shot by Pedro Espinosa, a member of the 18th Street gang.
Well, when we go kill you, we're gonna send a couple of guys down there, really make a mess of you. The execution style's really...
Mommy!
Beautiful way to do it, because that sends out a message.
The shooting occurred after Espinosa saw Shaw walking home, carrying a red bag, and mistakenly assumed he was a rival gang member.
What?
To make matters worse, Espinosa was only just released from prison. In an emotional interview, Shaw's father recounted the tragic events that led to his son's death.
He was on the phone talking to his girlfriend as he was walking down the street, and she heard the guy walked up to him and they asked him, what set are you from? Or like, what gang you from? He didn't answer, and they shot him. He's not a gangbanger. He doesn't gangbang. He doesn't do none of that.
Espinosa was subsequent.
So you can't even hold a bag? Like, what if I just come from out of town, right? And I just hold a bag? I gotta make sure that I gotta change the color of my hair to go in y'all states? Can somebody in the comments, like, actually let me know so I can handle that? God damn, pick a new color, bro. Can't be red or blue. For a red bag. I be having a red hat, red hair. What I got down my hair? Pink? We're really crashing out over colors we don't own. Streets we don't own. About to have me sound like a black activist. Do I have to start speaking at elementary schools to these kids? Motivate these kids? Because this dumbass decided to crash out over a color.
In court, his cousin Javier testified about his activities.
W cousin, bro.
Did you tell them, in fact, that Pedro talked to you that night, March 2nd, about a football player that was as shown on the news?
No, sir.
In fact, did you tell the detectives that Pedro told you that night that he did it?
I did say that, sir, but I did it for a reason.
But you did say that?
I did say that. But not literally because of the news thing. I said it because they were threatening me. They were threatening me, talking about it. That I killed a person, that I was involved with it,
and that I was going to face like 20 plus years in the feds and the state penitentiary.
You got all of the guts. I ain't gonna lie, gang. You might have the biggest balls, but you sound like you Ed, and Eddie. Like, you sound slow. I knew it. You had to be. I'm like, he gotta be slow. You not smart. So what that make your dumb ass slow? And you talk like you slow.
The prosecution asked pointed questions about his previous statement to the police.
Didn't you tell the police that Pedro told you I with the Twinkie that night when you were watching it on the news?
I did tell the police, but I never told them. I seen it on TV. That was all a lie. That was just like the story I made up.
Did you say during that same interview that he did it with a gun?
That was the same thing I said earlier. I did say.
Shaw's uncle. Weeks of debates, Espinosa was found guilty.
I mean, no duh. You should be guilty for being a head with that goof-ass cut too. A slick high top. Boy got a slick back high top. You getting a death sentence for multiple reasons. You also getting a death sentence for up cut.
Saying Shaw's uncle and nephew spoke to him.
The days when I was growing up, it was basically you use your fists. You don't just go and kill somebody cold blood. It's the coward's way out.
Shaw's parents also took the stand. The mother, a U.S. Army sergeant, made it clear that she couldn't forgive Espinosa's actions.
I find myself, I'm not that strong of a Christian because I can't turn around and say, I forgive you for my son.
You should thank God. If you have your family intact and your kids and you're loving them and you're doing things, thank God for that. Because there's people like that don't give a damn.
Espinosa was promptly handed a death sentence.
It is the judgment and sentence of this court that for the crime of in the first degree committed under the special circumstance that the defendant intentionally killed Jamil Shaw II, the defendant, Pedro Espinosa, shall be put to death within the walls of the California State Prison, San Quentin, in the manner prescribed by law, upon a date to be fixed by this court in a warrant of execution, at which time and place you shall then put to death Pedro Espinosa in the manner prescribed by law.
The gang member is still awaiting his execution.
Once people get to talking about gangs and you got that. You got that, tough guy. Yeah, tough guy, you might be right. We don't want smoke. Yeah, you're tough. You're so big and strong, man. Like, I don't want no problems with you, man. Look, I looked up to Gandhi, you know?
Like in the case of Dylan Roof, a South Carolina teenager who was in court for multiple.
Oh, this freak ass. Oh, hell nah. Why he got his tongue out like that? What is he planning to do? Oh, you been getting busy in that cell. He ain't been having no problem dropping that soap over there. Ain't no problems dropping that soap over here. Mind y'all business. We dropping this soap and we standing on it.
So you shoot him? Yes. What kind of gun did you use? A Glock 45.
In the summer of 2015, Roof quietly entered the Emmanuel African Methodist Episcopal Church, blending in with the attendees of a Bible study session.
Roof accused of committing one of the deadliest attacks on a place of worship in United States history. At 8 p.m. Wednesday night, he enters the historic Mother Emmanuel AME Church. Witnesses say he joined the prayer group, sitting with church members for nearly an hour.
Once inside, Roof opened fire, fatally shooting 9 people.
Why'd you sit with them for an hour? Was you sitting with them during church like, you know what? I do like what they talking about. Maybe I shouldn't kill their ass. He's sitting with them an hour trying to see if he should end their life. They talk about God. He like, God, man, hold on. I'm saying amen a little too many times. How did that partake? How did that go? That was probably strange. What I'll never understand about school threats, like y'all can be about that. Like, school threats probably get way more active, way more bold than real gang members, but you always gonna respect gang members more because black gang members right now. We're talking about the hood. But at least most of the times, black gang members really go for their ops. Like, bro, they have ops. You just wake up one day and just go at random people. You can justify shooting at random people, but you can't justify that bowl cut you got on your head, though. That's crazy.
People. All African Americans.
21-year-old Dylan Roof allegedly opened fire in one of the most famous black churches in the South.
Many of the victims' grandparents in their 70s and 80s.
What? 70, 50, 40, 50,
in their 70s
87.
The following day, Roof was apprehended and taken into custody.
The suspect in Wednesday night's deadly church massacre now in custody.
Roof's crime was motivated by racist ideologies, and the shooting caused so much uproar that President Obama had to address the nation.
This took place in a black church, obviously also raises questions about a dark part of our history. This is not the first time that black churches have been attacked.
In the course of their investigations, police found his racist writings and a list of black churches he planned to attack.
Prosecutors laid out his racially inflammatory writings, photos of the Confederate flag.
Boy, you ought to be ashamed. Should have known. Look, sleeveless shirt. The shirt's sleeveless, bro. Look at how low the shirt go. Look at the bucket cap. He's a goofy. I don't know what your name is, Dylan, Cody, goddammit. This is I get repellent, bro. This is repellent, man. Woman repellent. Unusually odd. But I could only imagine his parents. His parents probably go hunting with him. They probably go fishing, hunting.
What it exactly is that you did do?
Well, I guess. I mean, I don't really know.
So did you shoot him?
Yes.
During his trial, prosecutors proved that Roof was a white supremacist.
In the sick world of white supremacy,
this weak, scrawny-ass little boy, do you know what we'll really do to you? Boy, you know what we really do to you? Come down here to the D, boy. Come down to the D. Come down to the D, bro. Watch what we do to you, boy.
In the end, there was only one sentence for such a mindless act. Roof was sentenced to death.
Mind you, these are kids in the school. You can't even make that make sense. But more Abdul up next. This video comes to an end. You can't lie. Some people just ate some good ass food just now. You just finished eating, didn't you? That shit was busting. I ain't gonna lie. I could have enjoyed this video with some food. Hey, I've been cheating on my main channel with y'all boys, and y'all been cheating too, man. So y'all make sure y'all like the video and y'all stay down. Keep watching these videos. I'm gonna keep coming with bangers. And if you want to know when will y'all catch videos on this channel, if you want to know a consistent date, it will be every other day. Before I said every day, now I'm doing every other day. So it'll be easier for me to keep my word. I did every day for about a week straight though, y'all. Y'all can't bap. But all right, man, I'm gone.